Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Idona received support from entertainment fraternity after son's passing. Several tributes poured into social media in the wake of the death of 9-year-old King Khalif Lawrence, son of dancehall entertainer Idona, and his wife Kimberly Mekon, who passed away over the weekend after ailing for some time. Shaggy shared in his Instagram post, "My condolences to Idona and his wife Kimberly, who lost their only child, Khalif, earlier this year. My heart aches for their loss. It's unimaginable, the loss of a sick child. Sending prayers." Maka Diamond was saddened and perplexed by the loss, writing, "I'm trying to process this news." Crying emojis were used. Condolences to Idona and family emojis were used. Ayoktin appeared to be devastated by the news, sharing in an Instagram post that, "Me feel it. Brother, my prayers go up for you. And your wife, sorry brother. Well, it is my G." Producer Scotty Burrell, who once managed Idona, wrote, "Sheldon, your loss is our loss. Your forever family and the pain you feel, I can't even imagine how immensely devastated you must be." Shensia also reacted on Twitter, writing, "My heart is breaking for you, Idona and Kim. Oh my God, heartbreaking emojis, mercy." Other social media users reacted to the devastating news. "I'm still in shock concerning the news about Idona and Kimberly's son. What? I can't even imagine what they have been going through over the last couple of months. Praying, crying, worrying, asking God for a breakthrough, pouring out their hearts. Condolences to the family," one wrote. Another added, "RIP to Idona's son Khalif." Tears emojis were used. Khalif had been battling with brain cancer for a while and had to be going overseas for treatment. He fought to the end. My condolences to the family. Prayers for the family, the person wrote. Police seeks public assistance in locating 6 witnesses in court case. Detectives from the Elliston Road Police Station in Kingston are seeking the public's assistance in locating 6 witnesses who are vital to a case currently before the court. The police reported that they are searching for Jermaine Ford, Winsome Dennis, and David McLean, all of whose last known address is Taylor Land, 9 miles in Bull Bay, St. Thomas. Antoinette Pennant, whose last known address is Orange Villa in Kingston, Valerie Wilson, whose last known address is Market Road, Portmorant in St. Thomas, and Dale Morgan are also being sought by the police. They are scheduled to appear before the Home Circuit Court on Monday, December 5th. Fort Dennis McLean, Pennant Wilson, Morgan, or anyone knowing their whereabouts is asked to contact the Elliston Road Police Station at 876-839-6875 or the nearest police station. MP for Manchester Northwest Michael Phillips says focus should be placed on getting more toddlers enrolled in early childhood institutions. Member of Parliament for Manchester Northwestern Michael Phillips said focus should be placed on getting more toddlers enrolled in early childhood institutions. Mr. Phillips, who was speaking at the Sidney Blake Basic School in Michael in Manchester on December 2nd, reiterated his concern about a fallout in attendance of children at early childhood institutions. It is the second time this week that the MP has voiced a concern. He previously raised the issue to the Early Childhood Commission during Wednesday meeting of the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee. During the meeting, the Commission noted that the institutions were just coming out of the pandemic and that with schools now fully open, a more accurate census will be conducted to determine the depth of the fallout. But Mr. Phillips again pointed out that there are several disadvantages to children who do not attend school, such as learning deficits.
Quantity, the amount of students, children in and around the communities between the age of 1 to 6 that actually attend basic schools or early childhood institutions. And we are seeing the results that most of them tend to miss out the 1 to 3, start at 3 and go until age 6. Then they start the primary school. Some never go to the basic school, but start primary school, and we're seeing the quality of students that are actually starting at grade 1 in the primary schools. Then the teachers now who are not really trained to start them off at that level, to play catch up for them now to start grade 7. Then they play catch up in grade 7 to grade 11. And it puts more pressure on the teachers on the school system itself.
Slain Corporal gets special tribute ceremony. Corporal Oliver Mullins, the policeman who was shot and killed by gunmen while on duty in October, received a belated 21-gun salute. This after the official honor was left out of his funeral last Sunday. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson had expressed disappointment at the omission and had promised that the situation would be rectified. This was done through a special ceremony unveil of the headstone of Corporal Mullins and the firing of volleys at the Thetford Park Cemetery in St. Catherine on December 4. Speaking at the ceremony, Major General Anthony Anderson noted that the ceremony was in further recognition of the service and sacrifice of Corporal Mullins. Corporal Mullins' son was presented with the Commissioner's Coin for Excellence on his father's behalf.
This is the first time a ceremony of this nature is taking place, and it is fitting and deserving that this takes place for Corporal Oliver Mullins. We will not allow the JCF to be defined by its mistakes, but by how we fix them. Today is one such event that cements this philosophy. I thank the family of Corporal Mullins for working with us, for being with us as we were with you through this process. We are ensuring that a fitting send-off and that all honors that were deservedly to be bestowed on Corporal Mullins are going to happen, and that it is befitting the kind of sacrifice he made.
MP Phillips expressed concern over basic schools at risk of being closed in constituency. Member of Parliament for Manchester North Western Michael Phillips has expressed concern over basic schools in his constituency that are at risk of being closed down. Mr. Phillips said the closure will cause a severe learning deficit in children when they are eventually enrolled at primary and secondary level institutions. He said something must be done to address the issue. The MP lamented that the student-to-teacher ratio is insufficient for the schools to remain open. Mr. Phillips also signaled his intention to ensure the cost is not a deterrent factor in children's enrollment at early childhood institutions.
And what we want to do in the next financial year, for next school year in September next year, is to basically see how it is and bringing partners on board to make it more cost effective. That cost is not an issue for these students to attend the school, but for them to at least have a place to get a proper education, so that when they reach the grade 1, the level that they are at, they're turning out better students coming out of Northwest Manchester. And I think this is not happening only in Northwest Manchester, but right across the island. And it is at a critical stage now that we have to intervene in ensuring that we get better turnout out of our primary schools and our high schools. We have schools in Northwest Manchester, basic schools, that have to be closing. We expanded those schools a couple of years ago, and now they are at the point of closing. So we have to now find creative ways in having parents see how important that critical period is between this age 1 or 2. It is a critical period in our children's learning life. And learning is something that we can do at home, but that interaction in the school environment brings a different mindset to our students. So to the parents that are here, beg them, when you ever send them picnic or school, beg them to just come. Bring them here. And if they can't afford it, come to my office. We will help, but we want them in school.
Taxi operator busted for robbery, sexual assault of women. A taxi operator who allegedly assisted 2 men who robbed and sexually assaulted 2 women at their home on Tuesday, November 8, has been charged by the Halfway Tree Police. He has been identified as 28-year-old Kemar McCarthy, a taxi operator and pig farmer of Balcombe Drive, Kingston 11. According to information from the Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, police used technology to track the man's vehicle hours after the crime was committed. He was subsequently located and arrested. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that about 12 p.m., McCarthy and 2 other men attacked the women at their home, robbed them, assaulted them, and then escaped. The police responded quickly to the reports and activated their vehicle tracker technology. The motor car was subsequently intercepted and McCarthy arrested. Following up, operations were carried out at his home where the stolen items were recovered. After being interviewed in the presence of his attorney, he was charged with robbery with aggravation, aiding and abetting robbery, and aggravation and aiding and abetting rape. McCarthy is expected to answer to the charges in the Corporate Era Parish Court on Friday, December 9. His accomplices remain at large, but detectives continue to follow leads in the case. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.